Okay. Twitch chat at the same time. Twitch chat at the same time. Alright. Think I fixed my settings. Hello YouTube, hello Twitch. I don't know if anybody's viewing me yet. I am eating a hot pocket and then I will get started. I just wanted to make sure everything is set up right. This is literally my first time doing multi-streaming. Normally I would use Streamlabs OBS, but you have to pay to multi-stream. So I found a plugin that's for regular OBS Studio. I had to reset up everything I had. And I'm going to see, it seems to be working okay. I got both my live streams up. I can see both my chats. And it looks like it's working okay. Now the question in the future is, will I still be able to use royalty-free music or non-copyright music on my YouTube live streams for the starting screen? And the answer is, I don't know. And I'll have to test that at a later time. Normally I play it during my stream starting soon screen here. I don't have my webcam and stuff up yet. I will switch to my main screen when I am done eating my Hot Pocket. Alright. Hello, hello, welcome in. Let's see. Screen looks okay. Video looks okay. Twitch looks okay. YouTube looks okay. Alright. So, introductions. I am Master Mars. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. It is a randomizer seed, and we have a league going in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories Discord. For anybody watching this video, you can just look up the Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories Discord if you are interested in this game. This introduction is mostly specific for YouTube, since if people actually watch my Twitch VODs, I'll be amazed, because I have yet to hear of somebody watching them. I don't have very many Twitch viewers. I am a very small streamer with affiliate. I do have emotes and stuff, but I do not get a very large viewing, and decided to try and expand into YouTube to share my content. Anybody who is watching on YouTube, you can come follow me on my Twitch. It should be linked in the video or live stream or both right now. What the randomizer is, there are 722 cards in this game. Normally in the international version, you can only get a very specific amount. I think it's either 689 or 698. But the randomizer shuffles every single card from the game into the drop pool. And that goes for every duelist, as well as starting deck options you can change. And then you can also restrict cards from showing up. The randomizer league does restrict cards from showing up and has a specific starting deck option. So the banned cards are Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, Gate Guardian, Meteor B Dragon, Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth, Megamorph, and Swords of Revealing Light. The reason these are banned is because they are very powerful cards. Ultimate Dragon is the strongest monster in the game. Gate Guardian is the second strongest. Meteor B Dragon, or MBD, and Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth, or Pugum, are the third and fourth strongest. Megamorph is a plus 1000 attack. It just attack and defense card. That is a global equip, meaning it can be equipped to any monster, and it is the only one to give plus 1000. That's the reason why it's banned. And then Swords of Revealing Light prevents the opponent from attacking for 3 turns. I shouldn't have to state why that is too overpowered in this game. I will get started here in a moment, but for the most part, we are competing with other players for the fastest time in this seed. I think the best time right now is a 56 or 57 minute time. I have a 103.47. However, my best segments have managed to hit the 55 mark. I doubt I'll be able to hit that, but I will try my best. Other than that, the rando settings, the starting deck has randomized creatures between 0 and 2200 attack or defense. 2 spell cards, randomized out of a drop pool. 2 equip cards, again randomized out of a drop pool. And 1 trap card, again randomized out of the drop pool. And each seed for the month has a spoiler log telling you where everything is, and you can plan your routing accordingly. And without further ado, once I get my notes up, right, I have drops noted of what I need from who and where. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1, go. Now, because it is a speed run, there will be times when I just outright reset because I do not get cards I need or something goes wrong. In addition, this is a saveless run, except for the ending. Why I don't want to save is because it'll take a few extra seconds, and if I had to reload a save anyways, I would lose a bunch of time, because it takes about 2 to 3 minutes per duel, depending on the duel. So to start off, you have to go through a cutscene. And there are a lot of different duelists in this game. For this run, it is an any percent, meaning you don't have to do every single duelist. Now, a lot of times people will do randomizer seeds, they'll do all duelist. In the Rando League, it is just any percent. So we will be skipping 6 different duelists from the beginning of the game. 3 of them of which we will skip a second time in the middle of the game. At the split that states Mage Soldier, right after him is when, or right at him is when you have access to them. We will also skip another additional 2 duelists at that segment, and then we will skip an additional duelist in between the mages. So after you do 2 mages, you get a new duelist option called Seto Second. Now, anybody watching this, if you have no idea what Yu-Gi-Oh is, I'd be surprised. Maybe it's it's basically a card game you might be able to get into. But I assume if you're watching this, you at least know a little bit about Yu-Gi-Oh! Or at least know a little bit about the original Yu-Gi-Oh! You have Yugi, who's the main character, and Yama Yugi, or Shadow Yugi, Dark Yugi, whatever you want to call him, is basically from ancient Egypt and possesses an item called the Millennium Puzzle that Yugi Moto, the main character, solved. And basically he functions as the alter ego for Yugi. And in this, the main person you'll be playing as is as Yama Yugi, or the Pharaoh as he's called in this game, which you get to actually name him. Typically I will just name him the letter A, 'cause it's the fastest I can do. But at the initial part of the game, he gets trapped in the Millennium Puzzle. I call it Haitian Death because you have to lose a duel. And then you actually transfer over to Yugi for what's called the World Tournament section. And essentially, you just go through the World Tournament with your deck. The decks are the same for both Yama Yugi and regular Yugi. So you'll have a shared deck between them. And you go through the tournament. Eventually, when you get to the shoddy split, you'll find out it's like, oh, this was a dream of what happened to Yama Yugi in the Pharaoh world. Haitian killed his parents and took over the world there. And then you collect the Millennium items to send Yama Yugi back to his own world. And then you defeat Haitian and everybody and everything that Haitian was trying to do, and you become the Pharaoh. That's the story. It's not completely accurate because there is the issue of characters not having their final names. So Ishizu Ishtar is actually called Isis in this game, which, despite how old this game is and the fact that Isis is an Egyptian goddess, I do have to sadly mention that there has been censoring issues for people because of the terrorist organization using that name in vain. It literally used a god's name in vain, and now it's a problem globally. But either way, she's called Isis in this game, and that's how I'll typically refer to her as. That's her name. It's literally just a name of a person named after the Egyptian goddess, because this is a game based on Egypt. Very rarely I will call her Ishizu because that's her final name. And it's not the name she has in this specific game. Alright, so we've just done our first duel, beaten Rex. We go for specific rankings, so you'll notice in my splits here, there's A, B, C, D, there's ignore. So A stands for S.A. POW for me, which you get by not doing things to lower your ranking. So you start with a specific amount of points, and then you proceed to lose points as time goes on by doing specific actions in the game. I did not get any good drops from Rex, sadly. And then, other than that, trying to think. BCD is after doing certain amount of actions to lower your ranking from an S POW to an A POW to a B POW or lower. And the things you typically need to do, you must perform fusions to a certain degree. Between 1 and 4 fusions lowers your points. 5 to 10 lowers it as another threshold, and then 15 plus is another one. I think 10 to 15 area is another one. I'm actually making a mistake here. I'm supposed to get a BCD on Weevil, and I'm actually going to have to use an extra turn here, because I didn't use enough cards. I'm actually gonna have to do 2 extra turns. I'm explaining all this and not paying attention to what I'm doing. I should have been able to end that turn. But I need to get my cards under 27 left in my deck. So I just used a spell card, which will also lower my points. Going under 28 cards in your deck will lower your points. Taking damage to certain point has... So like there's taking between 7,000 and 8,000, under 7,000 down to 1,000, and then below 1,000 are thresholds. And there's a bunch of things, and there's a thing called an A-Tech, which you have to perform in the primary game to get certain cards like Megamorph. And there are specific actions you need to take to do that, and I am not getting very good cards at all. So this will most likely end up in a reset. It's interesting, I started with 2 Judgment hands. They go with Winged Beast to make Punished Eagle, and they go with Warriors to make Judge Man. Sadly, if I do not get any bigger cards, this is not going to be a very good run. So on Rex, he has Metal Zoa available, as well as Blue Eyes White Dragon. Normally, you have to obtain them different ways in the main game. Much later in the game, you're not supposed to have gigantic monsters like that right away. Weevil was supposed to have Trihorn Dragon and Kazajin, which, again, late game cards. Trihorn's a ritual monster, but did not get them as drops. So, the next thing on the list is Black Luster Soldier, again another ritual monster. And if my doesn't drop it, this is a reset. It's probably a reset anyways, because I'm not very happy with my time at the moment. Yeah, you can see I didn't get it, so I'm just gonna take a reset here. And just gonna try and focus on the game and try to get a good time. Here we go again. Okay, now other than Yu-Gi-Oh, I am going to be doing other content that I stream to YouTube as well as Twitch at the same time. I'm going to try to make all my streams multi-streams now, as long as everything works fine. I'll be playing things like Ark Survival Ascended, this game. I have other games for older systems like the GameCube, PS2, PS1, Game Boy Advance that I'll play on stream. I got some, well, new old games that I can actually play now. So, like, an example is there's a fan translation of Super Robot Wars J for the Game Boy Advance I wanted to play. I've never played any of the Super Robot Wars games, but it has characters from an anime I really liked in the past. And it basically plays like tactical RPGs like Fire Emblem and Final Fantasy Tactics and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to trying it. I do another speedrun for a game called Dragon Warrior 3 or Dragon Quest 3. And I play the Game Boy Advance version for that. I do a run called Solo Hero, any %, where you just use the main character and don't get helper characters. I actually have YouTube videos of that already uploaded, showing both demonstration as well as my personal best in that game. I'm the only runner for that game. I also got Dark Cloud 2 that I want to play again sometime. I used to play that a ton as a kid. It's such a great game. And this is unfortunately going to be a slow Heishin here. We unfortunately went with a trap card, and it's most likely Widespread Ruin, meaning I can't exactly attack into it, it just wastes time. So I set a spell in hopes that he'd just end the duel quickly. But other than the retro games, I play a bunch of games on Steam. So I play Slay the Spire, Darkest Dungeon, Sunless Sea, Sunless Skies. I have a giant video game list that I actually keep on my Twitch channel in the About Me section, where you can look and find I think it's a Google document that I have that's publicly viewable, that shows a huge list of video games that I own and can play, and it's not even completely updated yet. People on Twitch also have channel points rewards they can redeem to make me play a speedrun of some kind, or request what game I play, etc. I don't think YouTube has a system for channel points at all, but I guess I could make it a donation incentive, but that doesn't feel right to me. Because I wanted it to be, like, free for people to request a video game that they want me to play. So maybe, like, if I have regular YouTube viewers and they've been here a while and I've seen them around, it's like, okay, you get to request a game once every maybe a week or so. Maybe something like that. If people are interested in that, of course. But, yeah, we'll see how multi-streaming goes for me. I have a crazy fish. Looks very crazy to me. Not really. Crazy fish doesn't look that crazy. He just looks angry. Yeah, it just looks like an angry fish. Alright, Rextol is done. Alright, let's hope we get some drops. If not, I'll probably reset after Weevil due to the slow Haishin and Rex split times. So we're looking for Blue Eyes White Dragon as well as Metal Zoa. We did get a Blue Eyes. And a couple other cards like Harpy's Pet Dragon. We will put cards in the deck. We did get a Metal Zoa as well, which is very good. There's one Metal Zoa and a couple dragons to our list. I need to remove the Thunder off here. It's from the last seed attempt. This is nice. We're immediately starting with Blue Eyes in hand. And Weevil started with his strongest card, Jiraiya, only to get shut down. Although I would have liked to have 3-turned Weevil here, which I could have done with that equipped Neck Hunter. I did not do a fusion, so I cannot end it to, well, 1, I didn't get a fusion, 2, I'm not below 28 cards, so I have to do an extra turn here. So I don't have a fusion, but I have another plan. Put a face down, take damage here. There's a high chance I am now at a BCD, because I did my equip. There we go, we got a B-POW. And now we're hoping Triharn Dragon or Kazagen. But there are some other usable cards here. One, two, three, four, five, six, and I need more cards. We got 2 Kazagens, a Dark Energy I forgot about being a card that's usable. We got 3 Roaring Ocean Snakes and 2 Baby Dragons. So, quite a good pool of cards. now what we're hoping to do is, because most of these are going to be A-Pals, we want to end the duel in 3 turns or less. And to do this, we need cards big enough to do so. In which case, this should be a 3-turn. I probably should have kept Psycho Puppet to guarantee it, because I'm pretty sure she's at a 1500. She'll probably go down from here, either another 1500 or worse. Even better, I got Kazajan, so this is going to be a 3-turn duel. And it will also be an SA POW. Despite going under 28 cards, I did not use an equip or anything like that. So I limited my actions to only do certain things. Now I did do a fusion, which changed it from an S to an A. But it still worked out. Because they both had the same drop pool. We got 2 Royal Guards, 2 Neko Gals, an Ushioni, and a Spike Seadra. So 5 cards to go in. Or sorry, 6 cards to go in. Now the reason I'm putting those in, Spike Seadra counts as a tier 2 dragon. Neko Gal is just a big card. Ushioni, again, another big card. Royal Guard, also a big card. So I'm just going for higher attack power monsters. And of course, many of them will end up getting replaced later on. This looks like I'm not going to be able to get a 3-turn here. Because I did not get Blue Eyes or Metal Zoa in my first 2 hands. So this will end up being a 4-turn duel. Alright, and that finishes Keith off. And next we will have a cutscene, and then we will go into the Shoddy Duel, where we find out more about the main storyline. There's a reason this split is spaced out from the other splits, because there's a very long cutscene. This is one of the longest cutscenes in the game, and I will try to mash and button time press through it. Timing your button presses while holding the square button, or in my case, it's keyboard based, so I have it square mapped to Q. Will let you get through the cutscene faster. Mashing is okay, but it's more like precise timing. So in the bottom right, you can see a little arrow with a button press. If you press right when that comes up, it's the fastest you can do it. And I try my best to time it. You'll see a lot of these go very fast when it's just a single character, but then when it swaps characters, it goes a little slower. For the most part, we got through that cutscene pretty fast. And we'll see if Keith gave us anything useful. I see 3 cards that I want to put in, which are Judge Man, Crawling Dragon number 2, or no, Crawling Dragon number 1, Rabbit Horseman. What Keith was supposed to give us that we wanted was Zara the Mant, which we did not get any of, sadly. Now, Shoddy has the potential to give us B Skull Dragon. Which would be very nice if we could get one. Or two. Now, unfortunately, Mai did not give us Lackluster Soldier. Keith did not give us Zara the Man. And Weevil did not give us Trihorn Dragon. So the odds of this seed being very fast have drastically decreased for me. I could still get lucky, but as of right now, this is not looking like a good run to me. I will see what Shoddy dropped when I go into the next duel. And if I did not get good cards, or I didn't get a B-Skull at all, I will end up restarting before Pegasus. Because Pegasus, the difficulty ramps up a lot. Honestly, the difficulty kind of ramps up here with Bakura because he has a 3000 defense card, which it can be annoying to get over. We did, however, get a B-Skull Dragon, as well as a Meteor Dragon, and a 1000 Dragon, which is good. We also got a Kunai with Chain, which if we had Zara the Mant or Lackluster Soldier, BLS as I call him, it would have been usable on both of them, but in this case, well, Kunai is now a dead card. We don't have anybody to put it on. So I got more dragons, but I have not been getting thunders. And the reason why you want thunders is because they create a creature called Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon, which is a 2800 attack power monster. It is one of the easiest fusions to do if you have the right cards, and one of the strongest fusions you can do, if not the strongest fusion you can do. Now, we have successfully gotten a 3-turn on Bakura. Normally I want to BCD here, but unfortunately that is not going to work this time. I want to save time. I'm going to have to settle for a 3-turn here, and take the APOW, which won't give me very many good cards. Instead, what will matter more will be the upcoming 3 duels, which get better cards. There isn't enough on Bakura to warrant me wasting extra time. There's a couple really good cards, but they're not, like, amazing. And I got one good card anyways, which is Sword Arm of Dragon, which counts as a tier 2 dragon. The only problem I have right now is that I have no thunder, so I can't make twin-headed with these. And looks like Pegasus is not going to be nice. And this will be a slow Pegasus duel, unfortunately. As I said, the difficulty really starts to ramp up. Pegasus has MBD, or Meteor B Dragon, which is a 3500 attack monster that he can possibly pull. And then his next highest is Bakuri Box, which we've seen, which was that 2300 attack monster. You get to Isis, she has a chance to have Beast Skull Dragon, which is the 3200 attack power dragon. Twin-headed, which is the 2800. And then Aqua Dragon, which is a 2250. And then our other cards usually have 2100. But it gets very rough very fast. And then Kaiba, he has Blue Eyes White Dragon as well as 3000 Defender cards. And in the rando here, a lot of the run is going to be very dependent on Kaiba right now because he drops Bright Castle, which is a global plus 500 attack and defense card. We got 3 good cards. We got 2 Great Mods, which is 2600 attack creature. That is very useful. And Skelgon, who is another Tier 2 dragon, is also useful. Okay, so we're hoping Isis does not go twin-headed or Beast Skull here, and we're fine. And she did not, so we're fine. And we're going for a BCD POW here. D-POW, C-POW, D-POW. D-Tech, C-Tech, and B-Tech all share the same drop pool. So any of those are fine. Now we do have to do a 4-turn here. I was unable to get the equip off. However, I can get it off this next turn. Because Kazagen can take Dark Energy. And now I have a guaranteed V-POW. And the reason why she is a BCD is because she drops Raigeki. One of possibly the best removal card in this game. It just clears all the opponent's monsters. Unlike Dark Hole, which clears the entire field, yours and the opponent's. And Crush card, which only clears a certain attack or higher. We got 1 Raigeki and 2 Thunders here, which is great. Which we desperately needed the Thunders. I was hoping for more than 1 Raigeki, but this is more going to matter on Kaiba if he gives me Bright Castles or not. And here we'll do our first twin-headed fusion, a Tier 2 dragon, which is any dragon with 1600 attack or higher. Will make twin-headed when combined with the Thunder. If you do one with less than 1600 attack, it will end up making a regular Thunder Dragon. And unfortunately, Kaiba has started Blue Eyes White Dragon, which is very much going to kill this run because we will now no longer be able to A-POW Kaiba because I will have to either top deck a Beast Skull Dragon to defeat it, or I will have to tie it and then eventually get an equip to beat it, and it looks like we are not top decking what we need. So we are going to take a game over here and reset the run. And since I haven't seen any live viewers come in on YouTube yet, this has all basically been for the YouTube video, which will have the live stream afterwards. Or the live stream will become a video on YouTube. I hope the explanations have helped. I will no longer be explaining things. So, I hope you enjoy the rest of the stream or video, if you are here. Surprised nobody in Twitch has said anything yet. Unless there's no viewers over on Twitch, too. Yeah, there's 4 viewers on Twitch. Usually I get a lot of lurkers with this, people just like watching or listening to the game to have something to do. Only certain people will show up and actually communicate. There's usually other runners, either wishing me good luck or talking about game mechanics or stuff. Usually people will start talking when I actually get a good run. There's some moments in this game that are just like, oh my god, how'd that just happen? Or, that's like a 1% chance sort of thing. Drink went down the wrong tube. Oh, gotta reset my card overview. By the way, the servant girl here at the beginning, her name is Fizdiz. She doesn't have a name in this game, but Falsebound Kingdom gives her a name. And I think there might be other games that also include her name. She's one of my favorite characters of all time. She's one of the she's actually a really good player character in Falsebound Kingdom. Oh, which I also did decide to pick up the speedrun of for the Yugi storyline. I did not want to. I don't know why I just did that instead of hitting goal. I'm not paying the best attention at the moment. I'm still waking up. You know, my classes. Oh, hey, Pug'em. It should help make this duel a little faster. Gonna be 300 damage short here. That's unfortunate. It's gonna be a slow Haitian duel because of that. My creatures were too big. Oh, he's gonna come with a tremendous fire. That's hilarious. My throat's still irritated from my drink. Going down the wrong tube. Keep coughing. And Brim's birds are awake. Sun's coming out finally. It's pretty early in the morning. Alright, here we go again. Not a very good hand. None of these can really fuse together. Fusions are a big part of getting stronger monsters on field. Oh no, this fuses together. This makes Crimson Sunbird. Or as a lot of people like to call it, Crimson Sun Chicken. 2300 attack monster. With the Mercury Guardian sign available to it, which can counter Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon and Blue Eyes White Dragon's Sun. Guardian sign. So if you put enough equips on Crimson Sunbird, namely you need plus 2000 attack, it can kill a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Which is typically 2 Megamorphs, or a Megamorph and 2 other equips. Which is banned in the Rando, but still, it's viable in the normal game. Also, something about the Rando, compared to the regular game, you get 15 cards as a drop, compared to the original 1 card per drop. It is also called 15 card mod, which I also play 15 card mod, and I do speedruns of that. I have a sub 130 in that, which is actually a YouTube video that I have uploaded. I just accidentally got rid of too many cards in my deck, and will probably have to put some back in. There we go. Got 2 Blue Eyes White Dragons. No Metal Zoas. There's some nice fusion here. I made a Flame Cerberus. Mabelus counts as Pyro. I can also make a rock female fusion called Mystical Sand by using Water Girl with Prisman, which is a rock. Birds are being very noisy right now. Alright, so I've done a fusion. I just burnt down my cards to below 28. If I get a spell or a usable equip, I can get an easy VCD. If not, I can potentially put a face down and take damage, which did not work, unfortunately. So I will just pass turn and hope he attacks me. That is not good, that is a Jiraiya. But I guess I did take the damage I needed. And Flame Cerberus can kill it. Sadly, we have lost quite a bit of time on Weeble because of that. Now, I am trying to go for a sub 1 hour time. I have unfortunately lost about a minute of time save just on those first 3 duels alone. I did, however, get a Trihorn Dragon, and we could possibly get better time from here. We also got a Tyhone 2, which is both a dragon and a pyro. if need be. Not a very good starting hand. So we're hoping for a good top deck, which we got. And we should have a guaranteed 3-turn here. And never mind, we're not getting 3-turn. Of course, it had to be a Sleeping Lion there. Should not put things in Saturn against Mai in case she plays a Jupiter, which counters Saturn. Like so, another Sleeping Lion. Now pass turn. I have some very terrible luck right now. This isn't an APOW, I'm just resetting. Nope, it is, and I got Lackluster Soldier. So, despite this really, really bad start, I have a fairly good deck. And that was mostly just my fault for putting, Herpes Pet Dragon into, Saturn there. We also have a Raigeki in our deck that I just realized. So that's good. Give it equip. We just got a Thunder. Another Dragon. There's BLS immediately. Accidentally fused the Judge Man. We have a chance to get Zera the Man. We're not going to be able to get a Metal Zoa, so I might change that card to something else. And thankfully Keith did not go with a 2000 Defender. So this will very likely be a 3-turn win, which will save us some time. Okay, this is a 3-turn win. So that thankfully saved us a little bit of time back. I'm hoping I get Zera the Man, as well as, there's a chance to get Bright Castle from Keith, which would be really nice. And then in the Shoddy Duel, I'm hoping to get Beast Skull Dragon, and then also Kunai with Chain because I have BLS. Kunai would be better if I also got Zera. If I didn't get Zera, then Kunai isn't that good anymore. And equip's only as good as how many creatures you can put it on. In which case, Dark Energy can be used with a lot of different cards, including Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. We did get one of those. Unfortunately, a lot of the dragons like Blue Eyes, Beast Skull Dragon, Trihorn Dragon only take Dragon Treasure, Bright Castle, and Megamorph. And Dragon Treasures are really low drop rate in this seed. We did get a Zera the Man, which is great. Two Judge Mans, which can go in. I'll put that Flame Viper in because I couldn't find anything else to put in. I have some Pyrofusions, which are very useful. This will make a Crimson Sunbird, and then I'm getting rid of it, which is kind of funny. And this will make a Crimson Sunbird that I will keep. Because I was trying to get enough damage that I can 3-turn here. I think those will actually be enough. In all fairness, I should have kept the Crimson Sunbird in opening hand, but I was hoping to get better cards. Well, I got a Blue Eyes White Dragon anyways. So that'll make this a pretty good 3-turn. That's Shoddy down. Hopefully it gives us some nice drops. We got absolutely nothing from Shoddy, so that's unfortunate. This is an awkward start. Had to go Mystical Sand. This is probably an Aquamador. Never mind. Did not expect that. I could have killed that without using. Okay. I'm just gonna end turn here, and then I'm gonna Raigeki, which will let me win next turn instantly. Or near instantly. It'll kill this creature, and then I just attack twice. And that's Bakura, despite a little bit of time loss. We have an okay deck so far. It's nothing to write home about. Nothing to be too excited for. Did not get really any good drops at all. Nor did we get a good opening hand against Pegasus. That is unfortunate. Right. And this Pegasus beaten. 3, 2, 1. He's down. Split time pops up when the wind trains up. We're on to Isis. We have a kind of slow world tournament at the moment. We only got a couple good cards here. Couple tier 2 dragons. We didn't get any great moths, sadly. Alright, we have a guaranteed win here. So our biggest thing is V-Skull Dragon, but it goes in Moon, and Blue Eyes has Sun, which counters Moon. And this will be a 3-turn. We have a Twin-Headed here. Oh, wait. I made a mistake. I need a BCD. What am I doing? Never mind. This will end up being a 4-turn. Because I did not use enough cards. Nor did I get an equip or anything to use with it. I'm hoping to top deck Regeki. I did not, so I have to do a face down and take damage. Which is pretty easy to do. Just takes a little bit of extra time that I didn't want to waste. That's Isis. And we're hoping to get a couple Thunders and a couple Regekis if possible. We're lucky enough. Haven't been too lucky just yet. Had very average luck. Double Regeki, nice. No Thunders though. Regeki's the only Thunder we really need though. Regeki's really nice. And this will be a 3-turn Kaiba duel, which is really good. We got Blue Eyes, we got BLS, and we got a Trihorn. A lot of big creatures. That is a 24-32 World Tournament. Not terrible, but not as good as I'd like it to be. I'd like that to be 23 something or 22 something. Which is viable, I just haven't had very good luck. Because you can have a sub 15 shoddy, which is 2 minutes of time saved there. So if we were to take the 2 minutes of time save at Shoddy's split and then maintain it the whole way through, that would be your 22-32 area. Alright, now we do have a couple small cutscenes, and then into the next duel. Plus there was a cutscene at the end of Kaiba. I have to talk to this guy here, who is Satan, about the Forbidden Ruins. He'll tell us he doesn't know how to get there, but that Simon told us about it. So now we gotta go to Simon's room in the torn down palace, except there's a guy walking around guarding the place, and we have to beat him. Oh, we got a Blue Eyes White Dragon from Kaiba, somehow. Two Launcher Spiders, two Aqua Dragons, a Spiked Seadra, Blue Eyes, a Dragon Capture Jar, but no Bright Castles. Unfortunately. And you know how I mentioned Tyhone 2 as a Pyro? There you go. Used for Sunbird Fusion. Just to get slightly higher than Aqua Dragon's damage. And this is a 3-turn kill. As well as a Raigeki 3-turn, which is slightly faster. However, the problem with that is if I were to use Raigeki, I would get A, B, C, D because I did a fusion and got under 28 cards, so I'm going to have to skip Raigeki this time. It would have been nice had I used one less card. So guess it's not a Raigeki 3-turn, just a 3-turn. Could have been a Raigeki 3-turn. And now we got the map. We have a big cutscene coming up, and then we go into the Mage's Shrine fights. Which I will be doing all of them back to back to back to back. Also, Satan likes to smell rats. I like making a joke that he goes around sniffing the tomb rats that are running around. I know it means completely differently, but I think it'd be funny to think of it that way. Two Bakuri boxes and a Stone Deed to go in the deck. Mage Soldier was some of his better drops, actually. This is a weird start. I did not mean to fuse those, that's not good. I forgot Skeleton's a 1700. Normally. That is a wall. I can't kill it. This is probably going to kill the run. Because I got rid of my dark energy by accident. I'm going to need my Raigeki. One of my 3 Raigekis to win this duel. That's 3 turns. Unfortunately, I don't think I have enough damage here. I do not. So this is a 5-turn Desert Mage, which is trash. That lost me about 30 seconds there. Sadly, Low Desert Mage doesn't have any good drops to go in the deck. It's going okay right now. Might be a 4-turn though. Probably gonna be a 4-turn. Yeah, it's a 4-turn. It could have made it a 3-turn, but it would have been an A-POW, and I wanted to be a BCD. Unfortunately, the drops here are Raigeki, which I already have 3 of and I don't need, but Thunder Dragon's also a drop. Honestly, if I have 3 Raigekis coming into High Desert, I should just A-POW him. Because, yeah, I got a Raigeki, but I didn't get a Thunder Dragon, so it ended up being a waste of time. Something else, I have the mages, these powers listed here, so 2.75k. That's the lowest attack power you need to be able to get over Ocean's highest monster, which is a 2700 defender. There's not really anything that goes outside that scale. So, like, you have 2.7k, you have a 2750 like this. You can't, like, get a 2730 or anything. The only thing that would come close is if you somehow manage to put equips on Castle of Dark Illusion, which would be its defense, or Reaper of the Cards, I think, is also its defense. 2 Meteor Dragons, that was it. For the most part, that's all you can really get from Low Ocean in this seed. However, it is very unfortunate I had that crap hand. High Ocean has some good cards, but in order to get them, I have a good hand, which I don't have. This run will probably die because of this duel. Wasting a lot of time, but it's not my fault. I didn't get any good cards. Stabilized. Going to lose time though. I should have ended the duel by now. Two extra turns, about 30 to 40-second time loss. And this run's gone down the hill. Yeah, that killed the run. My meadow time is actually insane in my PB, so I have no time saved there. And I misclicked. Guess I'll just try and play it out, but that was a mess. Got one good card there. I have 5 Jiraiya somehow. I don't know why or how. I don't want them. Yeah, luckily that was smaller than Harpy's Pet Dragon. Probably barely. His pet might actually die though. No, okay. Gonna do this. Just in case I had 2500 defense. And good 3 turn. I just need to get a Blue Eyes against High Mountain. My Thunder Strike properly. I do. I have 5 Thunders. Well, this is good. I'm almost guaranteed a win here. He does have Meteor Bee Dragon, but he's more likely to not use that. Or very likely to not use that. What was that? Saturn? Okay. I just hope he doesn't go that again, or hope he just goes lower. He did. Okay, we win. A very solid Raigeki 3 turn. That saved us a little bit of our time back. This is very close to my personal best on Mountain. Meadow, on the other hand, it is very, very unlikely to actually high my PB. Oh, we have 4 Dark Energies now. We can only use 3 of them. But I definitely needed that. You're not getting an A-Pal in Low Meadow. Because I should have put you in Moon. I put Zera and Saturn just to... Well, no, I could have put it in Moon, never mind. Didn't matter there. I'm okay with the BCD here because there's one of the main cards I need from Low Meadow is Dark Energy, but I already have enough of them. So the A-Pow could only give me like Dark Magician and La Leon that I'd care about, but instead the BCD can give me Tripwire Beast and Red Eyes Black Dragon, or Red Eyes V Dragon. I'm gonna be going for those drops. Have enough damage here? I do. Judge Man gets a boost on Sogan. He's a warrior. Sadly, that did lose me some time, and then Kapura, I'm definitely not getting a 3-turn on, so probably lose time there. We did get a Red Eyes, which we confused with Meteor Dragon to make Meteor B Dragon. I think we have 2 Meteor Dragons. We do. This is a bad hand. That is a Wall Shadow. And hey, we made a Meteor B Dragon, which can actually kill Wall Shadow here. And also kill Gate Guardian if Sogan wasn't on the field. Hoping he goes another Wall Shadow. He did not. Uh, 50-second time loss because of a poor Meadow. Have a chance to get Bright Castle because I A-Pow'd that somehow. Also have a chance at Bolt Penguin, Electric Lizard, Gaia the Dragon Champion, and Beast Skull Dragon. Of which I got none of them. Like, all the good drops, none of them. I got 0 good drops there. The reason I'm going Stone D here is because it has a Mars, and Low Forest uses a lot of Jupiters. Sadly, it's not big enough to kill Neko Gal. Sadly, this is a 4-turn. Even then, I probably would have wanted to do a 4-turn anyways. Low Forest defeated. You have a chance at Thunders here. Guy the Dragon Champion. Again, Bright Castle, which we haven't managed to get any of yet. Despite being the single most important equip in the Rando. Sangas is great. Can't use the other immortal. That's pretty much it. It's 3 Thunders added to the deck. One of which is a Thunder Dragon. And we're hoping High Forest goes easy mode. So, no Pugum, no Great Moth, no Javelin Beetle. And he goes hard mode, which is Pugum. So there's a chance I lose this duel and just end up resetting. There's a high chance I just end up resetting here. I'm losing time already. Yep, this is a reset, probably. I'm lost here. I'd have to have a really good final 7, and I don't have any Bright Castles. I'm not getting any here. Next spot I can get is possibly Sabak, and it's another Pugum. And this is not big enough, despite having it. This just comes up short. If it was literally anything but Pugum, I would have been able to salvage this. But, no. This is a reset. Rest in peace, run. Gonna end my turn and get a drink. I'll be right back. Got a drink. And a little mini thing of figures. A nice throw blanket. Get our tracker reset. We go again. Dum 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 dum. Let's see if we can get a good run this time. I don't know what to talk about. Does anybody have any questions about the game, the run, anything? About me? Not much to say about me as a streamer. I play a bunch of different video games. After Yu-Gi-Oh, I might play something else, or I might end stream. I'm not sure yet. I've been streaming almost 2 hours. No, I've been streaming for more than 2 hours. Hour and 40 minutes. No, wait, duh. I've not been streaming 2 hours. That is an hour and 40 minutes. Kager for me. I used to play old school RuneScape. But I no longer play old school RuneScape. Ever since my membership expired, I stopped playing, and I like doing the leagues mode, but I ended up missing this past year's leagues, sadly. Otherwise, I would have played it a ton and streamed it, so if I manage to catch next year's or this year's leagues for RuneScape, I will probably play it and stream it. Main problem with old school RuneScape is keeping up the membership. Either I have to be really active and farming gold to pay for the free thing with using the bonds, or I just have to pay out of pocket to get membership. I don't have that much money at the moment. Plus, there's so many different games I play. If I were to try and keep up the membership on RuneScape, I'd have to figure out how to balance it out. Plus, with old school RuneScape, a lot of it is just farming. Not the farming skill, but just farming in general. Like, it's make number go up. That is all it is. It's just get numbers to go up and spend a lot of time doing so. Either repeating... Ooh, Beast Fang starting deck. Either repeating the same exact task. It becomes kind of an idler, like if I'm... A good example is, like, lumberjack stuff. Like, I'm just standing there chopping a freaking tree for hours on end. That's it. Just click the tree, let it sit there, and then eventually deposit everything in the bank, then go back to the tree, let it sit there, and that's literally all wood cutting is. It's literally just cutting wood. There's nothing special to it. It is an idle clicker game. And then for combat, it's much more in-depth. But I got to the point where either I need very specific gear, or I have to farm weaker things to make money, and it takes forever. And the best thing I was able to farm for money is Vorkath. I've done a lot of bossing. I haven't really done the raids at all, nor did I bother to learn how to do the raids. Mainly because they take so much time and effort, and you don't want to mess them up or you'll lose all your rewards. So, like, I've done up the Dragon Slayer 2 and unlocked Vorkath and everything. So Vorkath's my best farming method before I go into raids. And then other than that, for money, I was working on getting Slayer the whole way up because I wanted to do Alchemical Hydra. But that was also taking a really long time to get to. One, two, three, four, five. That's it there. I got Yugioh Dragons, Metal Zoa. And, it's gonna be a fusion. Yeah, but it was taking forever to get Slayer up. Once you hit the higher levels, it's just insanely slow. That is a Jiragumo. That is a Jiragumo for sure. And I think I have one option here. Yep, this should work. Metal Dragon has Mars. I'm not sure what level I am. I'm pretty high level. I know that much. I know I'm pretty high level. The exact level, I'm not sure. I'm definitely not maxed out on combat level, but I was 100 something. I was either in the hundreds or the 110s area. Oh, for Slayer level specifically, I'm not sure either. I could pull my thing up, or... trying to remember what my name was. Do you use Runelight at all? I would use, and I accidentally APA'd Weevil. Oh, that's a reset. You know what, since I'm doing a reset, I'll pull up Runelight and see what my levels were. Still got it on my desktop. I plan to eventually go back to old school RuneScape, but I don't know when. Runelight does have the update though. I don't know how long it'll take. Probably really fast because I have good internet. Retrieving client, downloading, patching, starting, loading, downloading, starting, finalizing, starting. Okay, it's up. Let's see here. Oh, no, I need... Where's my plugin? Searching my character. There it is. Yep, this is the right character. Okay, Master Mars 70 is my character. I am combat level 112. I have 89 Slayer, 90 Fletching, 82 Crafting, 62 Thievery, 72 Herb Lore, 68 Agility, 93 HP, 91 Attack, 90 Strength, 83 Defense, 83 Range, 80 Prayer, 93 Magic, 54 Rune Crafting. I can't tell if this is... I think this is 60 Construction, not 80, but it might be 80. I think it's 60 though. 59 Hunter, 73 Mining, 75 Smithing, 73 Fishing, 98 Cooking. I was trying to finish getting that to 99. 65 Fire Making, 73 Woodcutting, 54 Farming. Zora. I hate farming Zora. Alright, you have higher combat than me. You have 124 combat, higher Slayer. You just have generically, like, slightly higher values than all mine, except your farming significantly higher than mine. Yeah, just take my levels and add like 20 to everything. 10 to 20 to everything. You do have a crap ton more bosses hunted than me. But yeah, your numbers on Vorkath are insane. Your numbers on... Oh, hey, you farm Sarachnis too. Kraken, you have a lot of numbers. Hydra, you have a lot of numbers. Calphite Queen, which I don't really do. Zulrah, you got a lot. Thermonuclear Smoke Devil, King Black Dragon. Okay, you haven't done as many Grotesque Guardians as I would have expected you to. You're at 113 Rardor. Does this list any of the other bosses from there, or is it just Rardor? Oh, there's Kriara. You haven't done... You haven't done your God Wars farm. Oh, Elite Clue Scrolls. Okay, that makes sense. I did Sarachnis just to farm Sarachnis. It was a really good moneymaker for me during the mid-levels. It was the first boss I ever actually started farming. I'm really surprised you haven't done your God Wars farming. You know, the loot's not that bad on Grotesque Guardians. Here, I'm gonna pull up their loot pool table on my computer real quick. Let me look at their pool. Because I use Konar for farming. We go to Gargoyles. Then we go to... Where are they? Grotesque Guardians. Like, their average kill is worth 62,000 gold. And it is a little boring, but I find it really fun. Now, of course, because you could farm Vorkath and everything else, like, it's a lot more money to go to other things. But, the Black Tourmaline core is the main draw, but, like, the Grotesque Guardians just has a generically good loot pool that almost always you're gonna get, like, 20k a kill. And then the average eventually goes to 2k a kill, or 64.4 if it's Konar. You already got Forky. Okay then. Now I definitely want to get the Noon pet. It's one of my favorites. The Noon/Midnight. Of course I'd keep it in Noon because yeah, I like Dawn's design, but like Noon. Honestly, I like both their designs, but you got Dawn and Dusk. Noon's, of course, just better looking. Dawn is better looking. But yeah, it's been a while since I played RuneScape. Got on the 2-hour mark for stream. Kinda don't feel like playing Yu-Gi-Oh anymore, but I don't know what I want to play. I don't know, I'm gonna do another run and go from there. Close Rune Light back out. We have Vorky, Jad, Jesus, Cerberus, Chompy Chick, Rune Crafting Pet, King Black Dragon Pet, and the Chaos Elemental. Yeah, it's a pretty good collection so far. I think the only one I have is Skodos for bosses. I got the Skodos pet, which is a really high chance. I got him after 10 kills, which was nice. Alright, here we go again, another run attempt. I'd like to get lucky and get some of the other pets, but that's when I go back. Yeah, Skotizo. The big hulking demon guy in the middle of the chambers of or it's called I forget what it's called. And the Koren boss guy in the dungeon in Great Koren. Right, and one major thing that I never got to finish in old school RuneScape that I wanted to do is I wanted to get my skills up high enough to get to the Elven City and get all the Elven questlines done. Because I wanted to farm Skotizo's sister, whose name I somehow forgot already. Big demon lady who is slowly being turned completely to stone. Or was already turned to stone, then turned back, and then keeps turning back to stone. Yep, I know. Yeah, I use Konar exclusively. And the only thing I really get to do in, oh yeah, Catacombs, yeah. The only thing I really get to do in the Catacombs anymore is, Abyssal Demons. Zalcano, yeah, Zalcano. Yeah, I want to farm Zalcano. She's one of my favorite, like, mini-game bosses. And she's literally one of my favorite characters in the game. Like, I really want the Zalcano pet. Smolcano. I really want Smolcano. Hello, B-Skull Dragon. So yeah, I never managed to get my skills high enough to go actually farm the pet. I did a ton of farming on her in and not the leagues that I missed here, but the leagues before that. I actually had one of the highest farm rates on Zalcano in the leagues to get everything I needed. Well, not only does Song of the Elves take forever, another problem is it takes forever just to get to the skill level to actually do the quest. In addition, you have to do all the quests beforehand, and Underground Pass was bad enough. Yeah, Underground Pass was bad enough as a quest, let alone doing all the rest of them. At some point, you just get so bored of the game that you want to take a hiatus from it for like a year or two. 151,000 Zulrah kill count. That is insanity. I once debated on trying to go for one of those records, but like the amount of time and effort you have to or have to commit to getting there is insanity. I have a dragon. And I'd only want to do it on one that I actually both enjoy and also drops good rewards. I think the only one I'd ever want to go for the record on is probably just Volcano. Like, eventually to the point that I have every single unique from Volcano. Oh, okay. So yeah, he could eventually hit the rank 1 spot if he just keeps going. I'm curious what the kill count for Volcano is for the highest rank. Oh, we got a Blue Eyes. And the Heartbeat Pet, and that was it. Okay, Rex, not giving me drops I need. Gotcha. Question, is the quality of my stream having issues right now? That's a Jiragumo. This run's dead. That looks fine. Looks like I'm dropping frames. Hold on, I'm trying to see what's causing the buffering. Yeah, I'm having a buffering issue. I think something happened with my internet. I'm trying to fix an issue. Yeah, running at 30 FPS right now. The frames ended up getting dropped slightly. Yeah, I did what I could to try and fix it. How is it looking now? I have it pulled up on my Xbox to see if it's doing any better or not. Asterisk, asterisk. Oh, it censored your link. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I have, my auto mod doesn't allow links in Twitch. Yeah, the reason I stopped allowing link is because I get a lot of people with the follow bot thing. Like, they post a fucking website saying if you want follows, buy here, buy here. I was just getting on my nerves. So yeah, no more follow botting bullcrap. None of that advertisement shit. Here we go again. Yeah, I think I'm still running around 30 FPS. Hopefully things get fixed soon. Otherwise, I might have to stop the multi-stream. Sunrise 420 with 37,540. That sounds like it's 37,540 kills. It's either kills or points in the actual attempt. If it's points in the actual attempt, then it'd be a little different than the kill record. I accidentally hit run away. That's a reset. Let's see, was I missing out on anything? Had double thunder. That was actually a decent starting deck. Yeah, I think my frame dropping issue is due to multi-twitch. I can try editing my settings. See if I can fix it to try and put the output to higher bit rate. See, I don't think I can actually modify the video output frame rate right now. I might have to end stream, edit it to be forced 60 FPS. But I tried updating the video bitrate output. I'm pretty sure my internet can handle it. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, then it definitely has to be kills. So 37,540 kills on Volcano. That would take a long time. That would take a very long time. Okay, looks like my output's doing a little better on Twitch. Let's see, is it doing any better on YouTube though? Looks like I'm outputting at 30 FPS on YouTube with 420 or 480p quality. It's kind of low quality. So, 2 megabytes per second, 30 FPS. Vorkath 140,000 times. You can bet they have several bill in the bank at that point. I'm assuming they're not in Iron Man account. Well, I tried to fix the quality issues that I had, but I think this is the best I can get it. I'm just gonna have to deal with 30 FPS and go from there. Like, it seems to be working okay on Twitch, but YouTube's at 30 FPS. And you're gonna have that if you're gonna stream the multiple outlets. It's gonna split your rate up and take more data to use, or whatever it is. Need to friggin' stretch. My neck's getting a little stiff. 33 bill from 151 kill count on Zora. Yeah, and then you take into account Vorkath has even better drops. Even if you use like a fraction of the superior dragon bones you gotten from that, you'd hit 99 prayer almost instantly. Like 140,000 is a level where you max out all your stuff because you have enough money to. Like the question is, at that point, are they even bothering to pick up the drops anymore? You start it for the money, but you stay in it for the record, and accidentally hit pass. Please play Hogum. Or Cosmo Queen, I guess that's fine. Yeah, the Wildy Chaos Altar. I love the Chaos Altar in the Wildy, but my problem with it is that there's still PKers that just won't leave you the fuck alone. I tried using defensive stats to deter them and tried escaping with it, but even the defensive sets aren't enough sometimes. Like, even if you take the super good shield, like, it can be annoying. Like, they can still kill you even with the shield up. It's just hard. Inferno is 824 completions. That is not as many as I would think, but it's also quite a bit. Because Inferno's really hard, right? Isn't it like one of the hardest things to do in the game? I don't even have a fire cape, let alone an Inferno cape. One thing I tried doing was getting the damn fire cape, but I kept failing, usually towards the end or like a few rounds before the end. It's just really tough for me to dodge the boss attacks at the end. Well, use the swap to like protect from magic, protect from range, etc. I understand that there's an audio cue for it, but it was still really tough for me to try and do it. After like failing 3 times in a row, I just kind of gave up on it and stopped trying. Hardest content in the game. Yeah, Inferno's insanity. We're having issues. I would rather not share my account with somebody to have them do the cape for me. Well, that's a reset. Well, if I go back to the game, I'll try my best to succeed. Eventually, I'd get it done. Would have thought it'd take this long to die to people. Okay, try this again. I'm going until I get at least one decent attempt. Both, but mostly at Jad. It would be anywhere from it was usually the last 3 rounds. Maybe the last 4. I think in the future, if I were to go for Fire Cape again, I just have to go for, like, as good a gear as I can get at the time. Probably save up some money and then just invest in the gear and then go for it. Issue is I wasn't prayer swapping fast enough, and so I'd take a hit or a double hit from his special. I remember that being one of the major issues, is just I couldn't prayer swap fast enough. So it would have just been me practicing my prayer swaps. A lot of times I just lose focus on the game, and I just can't keep up. Oh, same thing happens with Yu-Gi-Oh! I just lose focus. I can't stay focused on stuff for too long. Yeah, I know there's a lot of ways to cheese it. Oh, I'll split. I think one of my fails was I burnt out all my stuff in my inventory, and then I didn't have enough HP to keep going. Because even with this prayer swaps, I'd still take a bit of damage here and there. And then I ended up losing because of that.